Hello, everyone.
Good morning. Welcome to the Everything Bagel podcast.
Anything bagel, thanks. We are so glad you're here.
We have a special guest today, and we're super excited.
Yes, we are. And we are doing patio podcasting today out on the patio so we could be out here with our dogs. And
Yes.
so we're glad you're here. I'm Liz, and
I'm Danny.
and this is our special guest.
Jordan.
Yes, Jordan is my niece, and she's Danielle's sister. So we're happy to have her here with us today. And we have dogs with us today. We have Appa and Lucas. So
just bear with us. They're part of the podcast. They're part of our family.
that's right. It's just
You never know.
It's just the
It's
whole
gonna happen.
thing. Just the whole
Yeah.
thing. So yeah, we're glad you're here. Subscribe below if you would like to have immediate access to our podcast, either on Spotify or YouTube right now. And if there's a topic you'd like us to talk about,
Yep. Put it in the comments below.
comments below. And as usual, the way we roll is we do not know what we're talking about until we draw a topic out of the hat, and then we roll with it. So,
Yes. Yep.
so Jordan is going to join us.
She gets to draw today because she's
yes.
the special guest.
She does. She gets to draw. So anyway, Jordan, we're so glad you're here. Jordan is starting out on a new adventure.
Yeah. You should tell everybody what you're doing.
I'm moving 3 hours downstate and starting a new job.
Yeah.
It's so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm sad and happy at the same time.
Yes, we all have like mixed stuff.
Mixed emotions.
Yes.
It's a new time for our whole family.
Yeah. I was just listening to this thing yesterday, and it was talking about the reason that sometimes like Jordan's going off on this new adventure, and it's exciting and it's scary and it's everything all at the same time. But for everybody else, part of the reason that we kind of like, oh, but you're gonna whatever, is because it forces us to look at ourselves and think, well, maybe there's a part of us that wishes we had a new adventure.
Yeah.
So instead of trying to figure out what that new adventure would be for us, and it doesn't mean it has to be moving away, but something new, is we go, but Jordan, are you sure you're going to move that far away? But yeah. So we decided that we should have a Jordan on before she moves away.
Yeah,
and then someday we're going to figure out how to have remote guests. And then she can join us again.
Yeah, remotely.
Yeah.
Or it'll be too complicated and we'll just go down there.
Right. Because that's possible. We could take our show on the road. Yeah. So, should we? Are we ready?
Yes, we shall. Let's get started.
Crab
She's going to
bagel.
Here's our hat. And Jordan is going to draw. And we're going to see what our topic is.
read it.
Your favorite sports person.
Oh, sports. That looks like an E.
Oh,
Spurt? Your favorite spurt person.
It looks like an AE. That's why I was so confused.
So your favorite sport person.
can anybody guess who's people's are? Do you know who mine is? Could you guess?
Someone from the Lions.
Oh.
Steelers?
No. Kobe Bryant.
Kobe. Yeah. Aw, Kobe.
Because, there's just, I have ones from, specific sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
So do it. Yeah.
Well, snowboarding would be, Shaun White.
See, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Skateboarding.
The red tomato.
Yeah. Skateboarding would be, Tony Hawk, because that's who I grew up with.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, you have motocross is Jeremy McGrath. I am a big Ken Roxon fan.
Is that the same motocross?
Yeah, but he's Jeremy McGrath's retired. Ken Roxon is current. Well, he was racing until he got injured. But also gotten big into the Tour de France this year.
Yeah, the Tour de France is done off.
Who would be your favorite there?
Either Vingegaard, who's currently kind of in the running for the yellow jersey, but also Jonas Abrahamsson. He's
Never even know.
he was for the first 11 stages he was huge and a big part of it, and then he kind of just they hit the mountains and kind of just fell off.
Maybe he's just sitting back waiting for everybody else to tire out, and then he'll come barreling back in.
I don't know, or he already did that for the first 11 stages, because he was it was insane the first 11 stages, his racing.
He was just.
But then now.
Yeah. All right. Let me think of some of mine. Well, Simone Biles for gymnastics right now. I love that she's making.
It's fitting that it's coming up right now
Yeah.
because the Olympics
Yeah.
officially start on Friday.
Yeah, and she's making quite the comeback after she took a break to work out some things in her life, which was very brave of her to do as well, even though some people in the world didn't,
They
whatever.
disagreed with
It's her life.
Mhm.
She can live it.
I'm glad she did that for a lot of the girls and women that watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was proud of her for doing that, and I'm proud of her for making a comeback.
still a champion.
I date myself with some of the, I loved the Pistons back when they were the bad boys and
Like big.
well, yeah,
Before that.
Isaiah Thomas
Oh,
and Dennis Rodman and
Yes,
all those
Dennis
guys. So
I
yeah.
just remember when it was like the core team or whatever that Danny always watched.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why Kobe's on my. So,
'Cause that
and
was
my
the-
best friend Terry made it through speech or whatever class in 8th grade. And the entire year, we did all of our speeches on the LA Lakers. And that's when I fell in love with basketball then.
Yeah. And of course there was, Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan, all those guys. So
Yeah.
yeah. And I obviously love the comeback that the Detroit Lions have been having. And last year was just like a most awesome year of just watching a city come together and to do it like not just in their own city, but like when they were in wasn't it Green Bay where they were like, it was such a huge presence. And yeah, so that's been exciting.
Yeah, our away games have been.
Yeah.
But you know what? We've been around the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Been fans forever. I'm not surprised because we've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
Which, fun fact, I am in line to get 2025 season tickets.
Ooh.
I was hoping for this year, but apparently there's like too many.
Yeah.
But I got a call the other day. So I'm to be like, I'm in the top whatever to get 2025 tickets.
Oh, that's cool.
Season tickets.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, Jared Goff, he's a lot of people's favorite right now.
Yeah.
And my grandson is Patrick Mahomes. And
I could get behind that.
yeah.
I like the controversy sports. It always brings people together and apart at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's like,
It can be a good way. That's the way that, not to talk about politics, but that's kind of how politics is supposed to be, but not how it works, where it brings people together and have their own views or whatever else same time. Anyway, we're not talking about that today. Let's see. I'm trying to think of some other
Your favorite fictional sports fiction.
Ooh.
Like off of like a movie.
Space Jam for me. All of Space Jam.
Yeah, but who's your favorite sports person off of it? Like Bugs
Space
Bunny or like...
Well, I haven't watched it in a while. So, I guess I'm going to have to go with Bugs Bunny.
And you're going to have to watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new one?
No.
No.
I can't. We grew up on nostalgia. We have a very good...
I still watch it though.
But I can't. I'm trying to think of some sports movies. The only ones I can think of are like We Are Marshall, because I loved that movie. It was a true story, but the football player Blindside.
Yeah.
But
wasn't that based on true?
Yeah, those are true stories. So I was trying to think of I can't think
I'd
of
be like Ted Lasso would be one.
Oh Lord, she got me hooked on.
Oh, see, I haven't got into that yet, but I plan to at some point.
It's such a good show because it's like one of those things of like in a sense, like it's almost like the same thing like I'm doing, like I'm moving away, or whatever. But he has like such a like positive yet realistic of everything. So and it even shows him like going through like super hard times but still like managing to like pull through, like still like keep that like upbeat positive side to him.
I could think of like the Jerry Maguire movie with I can't think of what his name was when he was a football player. Show me the money.
I was thinking of Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
Waterboy, come on, the best.
Oh yeah,
the best ever.
And what was his name on the one with the golf and
Shooter McGavin.
Oh,
Well,
Happy
Tim
Gilmore.
Yeah,
Happy Gilmore. Yes, Happy Gilmore. Shooter McGavin.
I like Tin Cup.
Yeah, Tin Cup is really good. I like, because I can't say his name right now. From Yellowstone.
Oh.
Yeah, the big actor.
I like talking about the
Dances with Wolves, and so crazy how I forget.
I know, I can't remember.
As soon as we shut this off, I will remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been good with her.
I
Yeah.
don't either. I can't remember, like, I can sing all these songs, but I don't know who sings them.
Yeah.
I know who they are. I've listened to them my whole life, but
I know the name of the song and I know the lyrics to the song, but I can't tell you who sings the song.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard, not to say
There's a
Shaq. Yep, that's Tucker. Neighbor dog Tucker. Shaq, of course, he's been in movies and
Yeah.
he's been voices
Do you know what he's
in
doing
cartoons.
right now? Have you seen? He's DJing.
Oh,
yeah, I've seen
that's
that.
cool.
I want to go. It's like kind of like rave. It's just huge.
Yeah.
I want.
Does he go like all over the place, or just does it one?
He does travel and he goes everywhere, but it's usually like exclusive. He'll announce where it's at.
Okay.
If it's Tucker, if it's up.
Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, it don't matter. Yeah. They're just having, a moment, the interaction.
Oh no, Tucker doesn't like that.
Tucker, he's an old guy, so yeah. There's so many great movies. Of course, one of my favorite all-time sports movies is Secretariat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me and the Horse, and yeah.
I'm gonna be terrible because I've never seen it.
Oh my gosh, you have not watched Secretariat. If you don't watch any other part of it, watch like the last 10 minutes.
Oh no, he's a
last race, because that is just so
But I've
awesome.
never besides like Peaky Blinders, I've never been into like horse races. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
You should still watch it. It's still good.
it's about a woman following her dreams, and kind of like what we're talking about right here. It makes me think of, and I just put this in the chapter in my book I'm working on, is Penny Chenry that owned Secretariat.
So sorry.
Oh, sorry, we gotta go to this.
No,
dog
this
interaction.
is what I was talking about when I said like he doesn't react unless the other dog reacts first.
Okay.
So like he's completely
He is
fine.
very calm.
Now if Tucker went after him, Apple would obviously react, but like for the most part, he doesn't care.
Yeah, and it's a good thing there's fence in between them, but he's very curious. He looks very curious.
But this is what
Yeah,
I'm
it's so
talking about.
cute.
He won't react unless the other dog does it first. This is why like when I say like I gotta find somebody who can
Right.
possibly react.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. What was I? Oh, yeah, Penny Chenry. That's okay. Anyway, in that movie, when her dad like has a stroke or something, she gets this turning point where she has to decide if she's going to go home and be with her family and just be, the homemaker and whatever, or is she going to step in and take over the horse racing and the farm and stuff? And even though it wasn't a popular decision with everybody in her family at first, it was what she had to do to follow her heart. And just think, I mean, if she wouldn't have
I never done. See, this
we
is
would
like
not
a
had
historical figure. And her moving on, like you have to just do what you want for
you
yourself.
have to follow your dream. And because then there wouldn't have been a Triple Crown, like the best Triple Crown horse ever. So, yeah.
You just got to follow your dreams and not worry about what everybody else is worried about. They'll come around.
Yeah. And it's not always, it's not always an easy choice to make or thing to do. But sometimes you just got to try the thing to see if it is for you. And maybe you'll find out it's not anyway. And like we said, just because you make a choice doesn't mean
it's permanent.
It's permanent. You can make another one.
Change.
This is new to me at this point.
Yes, you can just change your mind.
I grew up in the generation, and maybe the end of the generation where if you got a job and it was a good job, like, you did that job for 30 years. And how many years have I done my job?
Yeah.
31.
It's nice because I'm also, we have a lot of graduates in our life right now. So that's what I tell them too. Aunt Lizzie said, even if you make a decision, you don't have to stick with it. You can change your mind.
You can change your mind. Because
it's not a big deal.
And part of that too is because we change. I am not the same person that I was, 30 years ago, obviously. And we change and we're allowed to change.
Yeah. And why don't I even say, like, I not left nursing, but I changed careers.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a big deal. I can always go back. I can always.
Right.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
It's
not that deep, but we make it deep. I just shared with somebody in my life coaching group yesterday about, that, of course, learning these things at my age, nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever.
Mhm.
None of us are going to last forever.
Yeah.
So why do we feel like if we want to try something new and make a new choice, do we feel like it's got to be a forever thing?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
nothing lasts forever. But
Back to the sports figures. It's kind of, I think we talked about this, but it's kind of sad at the same time because, like, Kobe Bryant, in like 50 years or so, it'll be just like a faint memory for a lot of people.
right.
And
Like
it's kind of crazy how he's had a big impact on a lot of people's lives,
Mhm.
and then soon that will be gone. So just live your life.
Right.
Just live your life and do it.
Right.
Because in 100 years, it won't matter.
Right.
So
Yeah.
just do it. Just move. Just do it. Just move. Get a different job. Follow the dream. And if you don't want to pivot, move the couch in a different direction.
Speaking of sports things, I mean, you might get a chance to like be a part of some sports environment down there.
It's exciting.
The Big House. So
Yeah.
y'all have heard of the Big House in Michigan, right?
Yeah. And it's great because we're not Big House fans. We're the other side.
But don't say that to your mother, though.
Yeah.
Your mother is a Big House fan.
And that's
she's aware that we're not.
Yeah.
But
she's
also big mad that one of her state loving kids is gonna go to the Big House before her.
Yeah.
Yes. Now I am one of those weird state of Michigan fans where I'm a fan of both.
Yeah.
Because for one, I think it's really cool that we have two college sports teams that are in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
And not every state can say that.
Yeah.
So I think that's cool. And I just like rooting for both teams.
I mean, of course, like after certain part of the season, you root for who, because I want
both.
I want our home state.
And then when they play each other, like you pick like your side.
Right, yes.
And then whoever like continues on,
then you root for
obviously just like keep supporting that.
Yeah.
I like how like sports, especially like you're saying, not every state can say this, but it's very divided. Like green or yellow. Green or yellow.
Right. Yeah.
And then a lot of controversy around that families. It's just fun because like.
And then whoever is playing Ohio State, you root for that team.
Yeah.
Because it does. Yeah.
Whoever.
Because that's the way it works.
As long as Ohio State doesn't win. And they're.
Yeah. Yeah.
We may be divided, but we all collectively agree on that.
Right.
So.
Right. I was thinking car racing, but I don't really know. But what was that movie with? Is it Will Ferrell? Where he pays?
Talladega Nights.
That movie.
I know what you're saying.
And the other guy's actor, his name in the movie wasn't Rusty. It has Nicole Kidman and Cruz.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. What other sports have we not touched on? We've got football, baseball. I'm not a real
Have you seen the whole thing behind the Savannah Bananas?
No. What's that?
So Dad and Jen got like super into it like over this last year. It's
like fun baseball.
It's semi-pro, but like they have like dance parties, they have like trick shots, they have like
a bunch
all
of
these weird rules.
Savannah Banana. Is that out of Savannah, Georgia? Savannah Banana?
I don't know, but like tickets are sold out. You can't even you can't even go to the game this year.
Wow.
And it's like
like they got on TikTok and they just like blew up. And so now like there's a few teams or whatever, but like Savannah Bananas are like the big ones right now.
Okay. I'm guessing they must be out of Savannah, Georgia. That's my guess.
But it's like even when they say like if somebody hits a home run and like a fan catches it, like that player's out. But it
like,
still counts.
It reminds me of like
cool.
the basketball.
Yeah, so your crowd is like interactive with you.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Make it more interactive. How about hockey?
I love hockey.
Yeah.
You guys, hockey is so fun.
The only hockey I watch is Shorzy, so.
No, hockey is so fun. And it's one of those sports that's, you can still beat people up. That's like the last
Out your Russian.
fight.
And of course,
So-
I
again.
think you say it's the last fight, but there's like UFC boxing.
Oh, yeah,
Well, that's meant
true.
for fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But of course, in Michigan, there's for sure die-hard Red Wings fans. That's for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we're an original 16.
Yeah.
So I feel like all the original 6 teams, like their towns, are very. They're still.
Do you
very
know what the
passionate.
6 are?
Oh gosh.
So Detroit,
Wings,
and it's got to be
Blackhawks,
California, like Gretzky.
Maple Leaf. I'm not very good at remembering, but
I don't know either, but another thing to look up.
Yep.
Top 6.
The original 6.
Yeah. Because we always forget that we have our phones and that we could possibly look these things up, but that's okay.
Yes. No. It's not important.
What other sport didn't we? I don't know anything about snowmobile racing. Not a darn thing.
Tennis. Golf.
There's, of course, golf. Well, how could I? I did talk a little bit about, the Adam Sandler movie, but as far as golf, of course, Tiger Woods is one of my all-time favorites and always will be. And Rory McIlroy and
Nicholson.
Yep, Phil Mickelson and Freddie Couples. They were kind of, from around like my time. Right now, Scotty Scheffler is really big, but there's so many of them that I absolutely love. And you guys know that. And then there's the old, Arnold Palmer and Jack Nicklaus, and those guys will never be. Holy cow, that is some hair. We could knit a sweater out of Appa. Let's see. Swimming. I'm trying to think what that lady swimmer is. That's so awesome right now. And she'll be at the Olympics, but I'm not going to be able to say her name, but she is awesome.
I really watch more. If we're on the topic of Olympics, I do watch the Winter Olympics more than the Summer Olympics.
Yeah, because I think we're outside more and
yeah.
Well,
I like the Winter Olympics more.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't watched. I think I seen when we went out to dinner, the U.S. men's basketball was playing last night. So just to see how. Because it must be, they don't technically start until Friday, so I don't know how the Olympics work.
Maybe they're just doing free something or another, like a exhibition type thing maybe or something. I don't know. Yeah. I used to, love to watch ice skating. That was always one of my favorite things. Love to watch ice skating.
Curling is my all-time favorite winter sport. I love it. I don't know why. It's just something that every time it's on or rerun or it's the one thing I watch on these Winter Olympics. I actually pay attention.
I like to watch skiing because that's, like the giant slalom and snowboarding when they do,
skiing is way better than summer.
I feel like Winter Olympics is more like kind of like the freestyle era.
Yeah, could be. What we like about it.
Yeah, and then like summer is like it's all very structured.
Yeah. Basketball.
Yeah.
I do like to watch track on the Summer Olympics because, man, they are so freaking fast.
That's crazy.
Man, they're so fast.
Do they have pole vaulting? I like pole vaulting.
I'm sure they do. They do. I would think. Shot put, all that kind of stuff. We're going to have to watch it so that we are more versed in all things Summer Olympics.
Have a Summer Olympics
in our topic
or just talk about it like
update.
Yeah, like go America. We need to
go USA.
Yeah,
go USA. Here's the dogs. If everybody
say hi.
Yeah, we got Lucas and Appa. Lucas just shook his head, and Appa is the fur ball.
Yeah,
Appa is a fur ball. Yes, there are sporting dogs. Those things are cool to watch. Well, I have sporting dogs.
We should go to the one at the Cherry Fest next year. Yeah. The dogs when they jump
in the water.
Because it's like how far? Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
The dog that won.
They have the agility things too, where the dogs do. Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff. We didn't even touch on polo and
it's not like a common sport.
What's that thing Avery does? Lacrosse. They're just things I don't know, that much about. But she's playing lacrosse. I think she's going to this fall. I think she has to pick between 2 sports, of course. So.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Madden's doing football.
Yeah, I'm excited for fall. This is always like summer. I can't believe it's already almost over.
I know.
But August is usually still pretty warm, but All the
fall
stores
didn't
are
start until like
well, mainly, but like Walmart's already ditching their summer stuff.
Oh yeah.
there's
It's
stuff
like
Yeah.
I
can't
just
even find beach
I
towels.
summer is
right
not
now,
over yet. So
I know.
listen.
But the first week of August in Michigan is called off week, where none of the sports teams can practice. And then once the second week of August gets here, then everything kicks in, and then it does feel like fall, and it's time to
Yeah.
It's still like 100
So,
degrees.
yeah.
Speaking of, let's just talk about that kids in sports. And there's only like this week off. It's just like they're always going.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts. And then what did you get, like a couple weeks of summer where there was nothing going on for you and your kids, and then whoop, back into
it. Yeah, I know.
Just start.
Just the way it rolls.
Yeah.
So, well, I think we did pretty good talking. I mean, we covered a lot of areas.
Mm-hmm.
We did. And we're so glad you were with us, Jordan.
Yeah, I'm excited. How are you feeling about
so cool.
How do you feel?
How do you feel?
Yeah, before we wrap it up. What do you like?
Give
some advice.
It's always a roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, there's that excitement of, like, everything being new and stuff like that. But then, like, you start to, like, also think on it, too. That, like...
Oh, crap.
Well, it's not, like, really that. But, like, one, moving away, like, I've always lived within, like, 20 minutes of family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then moving 3 hours away.
Yeah.
And now, so, like, there's kind of, like, I know in the beginning, like, it's gonna feel, like, super lonely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's not just gonna be the same old, like, thing.
Routine. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And, well,
and for you and Appa both, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be, like, super lonely the first 2 weeks because he's not coming with me.
Right.
Yeah, that really...
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when our son moved away to college that first year, I reminded him after a couple months, we were talking, and just that, you know what, you just got to remember, hang in there. Everything is new right now.
Mm-hmm.
Where you eat is new, who you hang out with is new, where you're studying is new, where you're sleeping is new, just all of those things.
Yeah.
It's all new and different, and you have to give yourself a chance to adjust and adapt, and
Yeah.
So,
and for me, Portal and Candace, I'm like, there's probably just gonna be like phone calls, just like, so I don't just like, well, one, because you've been living with me for like the last 2 years too,
right?
that like,
it's gonna be weird.
Quiet.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Be weird.
Yeah,
with no Appa, it's weird because even when I don't remember the last time there was no dogs, and that's weird to me.
Yeah,
because we always have dogs.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have been a pack. The three of you humans, and then the three animals. So you guys have been a pack, and so it'll just it's gonna be a change for everybody, and you're gonna feel the feels some days, and some days you're gonna be like, this is the best thing I've ever done, and some days you're gonna be going, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I'm like, and I'm aware of it, and like I don't want to say like I'm prepared for it.
Well, you're prepared,
but like I'm aware of it, and I know it's gonna happen.
Right.
So it's just like one of those things of like,
once you jump in,
like the first 2 weeks are gonna be chaos, and this whole process has been chaos.
Well, and you are doing a different type of job in the same kind of realm of where you've been,
public safety, but
right. But this is going to be different, so it's a new thing. But they're going to be blessed to have you.
Yeah, I'm excited
for sure. Yeah, me too.
I can't wait.
We'll have you on again so you can tell us how it's going.
First.
Yeah,
life update.
Yep. Let us know what it's like.
What is life in the big city?
You're gonna be in the big city.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna be working in the big city.
Well, yeah. I'll be working in the big city, but I'm not staying.
You're going to be interacting in the big city.
Yeah. You'll be doing a lot of things in the big city.
And perhaps interacting in the big house.
Yeah.
So we'll have to, get some scoopage on that.
Yeah. I know, that's going to be started. Those started soon.
Parking lot parties.
Yeah.
all the tailgating.
Yes.
That's so exciting.
Tailgating tales.
I don't even like them, but I might come just to raise hell to see if I can.
All right. Well, again, thank you guys for joining us, and thank you, Jordan, for being here. And we will see you again on the next episode of Anything Bagel.
Yeah.
And
See what happens.
Subscribe.
Next. Yep.
Let us know if you want us to add a topic to the hat.
Yep.
And
turn on your notifications. You get notified when we drop a new episode.
That's right. All right. Well, that's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Okay.
All right.
See you guys later.
Yeah.
Next time.